What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with another video. You dig? We with the boxing clinic, riding out, doing our thing, and you know, Erislandy Lara Manager, lower right hand corner, you know, says that that Lara is going to take the Terrell Gausha fight. You know, he says he's a strong, you know, fighter out of Ohio, former 2012 Olympian, and that's the fight that Lara is going to take next. He says it's just another title defense for Lara, his 6th straight title defense. And, you know, that's what they're looking to do. And they said in November, you know, when the mandatory of the WBA kicks in, they'll think about fighting Demetrius Andrade. They'll look at Swift Hurd. He said they'll look at Andrade Charlo was the name that he dropped. They look at. And, you know, if they really wanted to, you know, engage in negotiation with Demetrius Andrade, they could. And I really don't know who's ducking who now. I think, you know, you got duck versus duck. You know, at this point, I think Andrade has ducked plenty in his career, and now Erislandy Lara, who's been the man calling out, you know, everybody from Triple G to Andrade Charlo in the past, you know, saying that he can't get a fight in the sport of boxing because he's so feared, and that's horseshit now. You know, Andrade said he's willing to make the fight happen. He said his team, Star and Banner, you know, boxing promoters, they both co-promoters, says that Andrade and Lara are obligated to make a fight now. You know, it has to happen before the end of the year. You know, his manager, you know, one of his managers, Erislandy Lara, I forget his name, says that they have till November to make to enter negotiations with Andrade. And they gonna fight Terrell Gausha in October. It's gonna be on one of those cards. I don't think it's not gonna be on the Frampton Santa Cruz card on Showtime because that fight has been, you know, dismantled. I'm not gonna talk about that again. But most people feel like Terrell Gausha doesn't have a chance, and you know, since, you know, Lara fought, you know, Canelo, his boxing resume has been one of the shittiest in the sport. And you know, I keep it fair game, man. No matter what the skin color or what fighter, what division, bullshit is bullshit, and he's been bullshitting since the Canelo Alvarez loss. You know, and Andrade's been bullshitting his whole career. So, you know, we waiting on two ducks to start dancing and swimming together, man. But don't hold your breath. The best thing out of this situation that can happen is Terrell Gausha somehow, you know, beating Erislandy Lara in a fucking miracle, which I don't see fucking happening at this point in his career. So, you know, he's naming guys off after taking another you know, fight that nobody cares to see, another mundane fight. You know, from Yuri Foreman to Ishe Smith to Vanis Monteroggi number 2 to Terrell Gausha, Yuri Foreman. Nobody wants to see this bullshit. Give us Andrade Lara, man. You know what I mean? At least Jared Swift Hurd is taking on Austin Trout. That's a good fight for him. But where's a good fight from Erislandy Lara? And they talking about, oh, you know, people forgetting about Lara because he's doing dumb shit. You know, why don't you move up and fight Danny Jacobs October 14th? You done did all you can do at 154, and so has Demetrius Andrade. It's apparent that nobody wants to take this division by the horns. You know, even when Canelo was fighting at Super Canelo weight, and even when it was there, nobody wants to take this division by horns, like by the horns by them two. Nobody wants to compromise to be great, and that's the same shit we talked about with Triple G in the past, acting like he's a solar, you know, a solar system when he ain't even a motherfucking planet. You know, and that's the same motherfucking mindset that Andrade and Lara have. And by the time they ready to compromise, because the big fight ain't gonna happen from either one of them unless they make some compromises in the sport of boxing. And by the time they make those compromises, they gonna be past their prime. They're gonna be past their expiration date. And that's just real shit, man. I'm excited for Terrell Gausha to get a shot at Lara, but nobody wants to see that shit, man. You know, we want to see Andrade Lara, and we gonna get that fight past his expiration date if we ever get it. I think both of these guys should just move up. They're casting a shadow over a division. Move up and do something different. We tired of talking about this same fight for the last 2 or 3 years now. You know, Lara fought, you know, how long ago he fought Canelo? A couple years ago. He ain't did shit since. Andrade ain't did shit since. It's just time for them to spice up their careers and move up and do something different and enter a new venture in their careers and fight different foes. You know, I think both of them guys are scary. You know, they talk loud, they beat on their chest, they sound like King Kong, but at the end of the day, they that little guy that was behind the Wizard of Oz, behind the little fucking curtain and shit. And it is what it is. We gone.